All right, you guys, happy Saturday. Really important before we even begin. I've got a shady broker alert. Shady broker alert. Under no circumstance, now I can't tell you what to do. Under no circumstance do I personally want anybody in the Super EZ family to use the broker AAFX. They are shady. They are no good. And I have my conversation recorded in the chat of everything that I had talked to them about. They are rude and mean, and they are careless with their clients, and they've been doing people in. And we started to notice this, and I'm going to do our chart review, but just hear me out. We started to notice that through our copycat service that we would send out our trades and they would be winning. Our record right now for the copycat service since January 1st, we've won 111 trades, 111, and only lost 11. So if you take 111 minus 11, then that would equal 100. Okay, so basically we're at 100 trades, winning trades. However, what was happening was we were sending out our trades. And then the first concern was one of the family members told me, hey, I got 2 accounts with AAFX. You guys closed out some trades. These trades won on this account, but these trades didn't. I have the same amount using the same lot size, so forth, so forth. So why did that happen? And then it was reported amongst other people that the same thing was happening. Then it was reported that, hey, my trades got closed out and da. So it was just too much junk going on. And so I contacted them about it. They were basically rude about the whole conversation. They didn't really care. They said, hey, we just hit a million users. And so basically screw y'all. We don't care. And in addition to that, the other thing that was the tipping scale, at the time of my communication to them, and I had called this out. This is why I said I protect my family. I conversated with them and I told them, because what they did was they, without any warning, they just shut down everybody's demo accounts. So if you had a demo account and some live accounts, they just shut them off. Your trades got stopped or closed out without your permission and whatever else. And this was on live accounts and demos. Okay. So I contacted them about this and they said, oh, we are at 1 million users in our servers. We need to do something to fix our servers. So we're getting rid of all the demo accounts. Check back in 15 days. I said, well, at least you could have given people warning that you were going to do this. And it was basically like, screw you. We don't care. We had 1 million users now. And so what happened was, after I called them out on it, the very next day they sent out a communication to everyone. Oh, well, due to us reaching our milestone 1 million users and da. What if I wouldn't have called them? Get what I'm saying? So no, I'm currently for our team, we're looking for a more reputable and stable broker that's been around and don't get into that foolishness. So, long story short, we're going to be swapping over as well, getting away from them. Been with them for years, never had a problem. But see, this is why going big doesn't always mean better. They was humble. They were very good for many, many years. All of a sudden, since Hugo's Way and some of these other brokers exited out of the MT4 or MetaQuotes and went to these other platforms, all of these new traders had to find another place to go. And so they rushed into brokers like AAFX, which is how they hit 1 million users so fast. So instead of them being kind and happy that, hey, we got all these brand new customers, let's do them right. No, they just slapped everybody and said, we ain't tripping off y'all, and just shut off the servers to all of these people's live and demo accounts without warning. And then when you call them out, they act like I don't care. That's basically what it said. And I got the transcript. So if they can't say anything, I got the transcript of my whole conversation. I emailed the transcript to 2 different emails. So I have copy proof of what I had said to them before they sent out that notification the very next day. So again, I can't tell you what to do, but I'm telling you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to fool with them. You do what you want, okay? So once we do come out with our new, for our copycat members, when we come out, we'll still, currently we have trades running on that platform, but I'm already working on with a new broker trying to get things set up. Once that's set up, I'll just send you out the new accounts. But in the meantime, you'll still be copied from the current open trades, but just be on the lookout for an email from us with our new ones once I get that set up. Please don't blow us up asking when, this, and that. I hate when people do that because it's blatantly telling me you're not listening either. And I can't stand dealing with people who don't listen. Okay? So when we have it, we will email you. It will be this week, and I will also put it in, I will notify you via email, okay? Because I have every copycat member's email. I will send it out in the email blast to you guys to let you know, hey, add these accounts, and we will list them out like we've done before, so you know which accounts you'll be getting copy from. You'll get it in the email list just like you got the first list, okay? It will be this week, but right now I'm setting up with certain brokers. Now, let me cover this. Do I mention who the new broker is? No, I am not. This is exactly why Uncle P never endorse brokers, trading platforms, prop firms, and anything else you keep asking me about. I am never going to put my name with these companies, because if they pull something shady like this, y'all gonna end up blowing me up versus them who actually did the wrong. Okay? So I want to keep my integrity and my name clear out of this stuff. So no, I'm not going to tell you what broker to go with. You got to do your own due diligence. My team is doing their due diligence, and I'm just keeping it like that. Now, if you happen to see the new broker I'm using, that's your business. That's cool. But I'm not going to say anything because, again, this is business. They can transition. They can do whatever. Not my place. I can't control it. So therefore, I don't want my name attached to their foolishness, because I wouldn't have had a problem with it if they weren't arrogant. If you are having transitions and you just had server issues, that's one thing. I get it. Okay. We do the same thing over here. I get it. But for you to have not told anybody, and then when I call you out on it, you act like you don't even care. We don't need you. We got 1 million users now. Okay. All right, dog. I'm cool. I get you. Even after being with you for how many years? But see, this is my point. They don't care about y'all. They don't care about no retail traders. They ain't tripping off of retail traders. That's my point. Okay. All right. Now let's get to something positive. I just want to cover that to make sure everybody's clear on what's happening. So let me say one last thing. This was the other thing, because we were winning trades. Okay. As I said, we have our record for trading in the copycat between me, Dr. Elvis, and Miss Jenny. And thank you, Miss Donna, who works quietly behind the scenes, keeping everything afloat. Our team, as of January 1st, is at 111 wins and only 11 losses. So it was chatter amongst people saying, well, how is these wins, but mine's got closed out at losses? Now you know. The other issue is, as long as we were individually trading, there was no problem. The moment we became successful, we helping everybody become successful, it was a problem. Wonder what's... No, let me leave that alone. Let me get to these charts, y'all. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the charts. This week was really wacky. I did not like this week, and it ended up just at a stalemate. It just really was a stanky week, in my opinion. Just not just the broker stuff, but the markets itself. It was really just one of those weeks you just don't like. You're going to get these. If you're a new trader, it's going to happen. You're going to get these, okay? So let's go ahead and work our way backwards. So we're going to start at the end of the week and then work our way forward to the beginning of the week with the ocean wave. So right here at the end of the week, you can see the Swiss pairs, they were all setting up, looking like they was ready for reversals. But at the end of starting on Wednesday, they really just consolidated. They didn't go anywhere. They really didn't move. Okay. That's ACAD. That was a Swiss, HCH. AUD CHF, that's AUD Swiss. Okay. And as you can see, I'm just skipping through here. This was AUD JPY. It's looked like it's topping out, but again, it can possibly, I think it'll retest, but we'll see that more on the ocean wave. Here we go on AUD NZD. Not much. See, that's my whole point. And look at this. This is the Swiss JPY, just in a consolidatory pattern. I hope that's a word. See, just consolidating, just going nowhere. Okay, just going nowhere. Has nothing to do. It's just lazy river in itself. This is CAD Swiss, not much. Okay, CAD JPYs, nope. See, not much. This one is consolidating right here, potentially for a bounce to the upside, but not much. That's what I'm saying. This week there's nothing you can do. If you're a new trader, there is nothing you can do about weeks like this. There's just nothing you can do. It is what it is. This one looks like it's going to bounce off of support and possibly retest to the top, which is the JPY pairs, which, by the way, I'll be recording the Sunday's video. So make sure to watch out for that, because the JPY has some important news coming out on it. And chances are it's been bad news. They haven't had any good news financially, which is why the pairs that goes against the JPY has been going up. But anything can happen, such as, right here, you have a sharp pullback because of maybe some other news, and then it bounced up. So it could do anything. I don't know, but just there is some important news coming out on the JPY this week. So I'll do that video for you guys, okay? Anyway, NZD, same thing. It was consolidating. See, they're just consolidating. That's why for copycat members, we were able to pull off a couple of wins, but we end up holding more than we were able to actually close out. So last week we did 5 wins and no losses. We didn't have any losses, but the truth of the matter is there was nothing going on. As you can see, the market is just not budging. It was just sitting. Okay. Same thing here. You can see it consolidating right here. Okay, the little drop right here, but nothing much. See, consolidation. All of these small caps, they just consolidating in a small range. Nothing. Same thing. See, consolidation. Okay, this one, it may test and come back down. This is GCAD on next week. But again, you know me, at the beginning of the week, I'm not looking for reversals. I'm only looking for trends. Okay, this is G-Swiss. So some of you guys, you can see this one looks like it was setting up for a nice reversal, but it didn't. Okay, and this is on the 4-hour. Let's check it on the daily. See, it's double topping on the daily on my trend lines. So, it's cool, but it still ain't go nowhere. Okay, this one's a little spiky, GU. GJ, same thing. It's Tokyo drifting up to the upside, because the JPY is weak. It's been weak, what? All week, okay? In Swiss, same thing. It was looking like it was retesting for a drop on the 4-hour, but it just ended up consolidating. So those who were in Swiss, you see what happened. It just wasn't going anywhere, just nothing. See, it's topping out at the top of the trend lines on the daily. Let me make this bigger so you guys can see it, okay? Usually when it spikes like this, it's a major drop first. You can see these pin bars or whatever they like to call them. It shoot up and then drop real hard, shoot up or drop real hard, shoot up, drop real hard, shoot up and then drop real hard. Right here, pin bar, pin bar, pin bar, and just slowly just drifting, just doing nothing. Nothing. And that's from the daily time frame. Here's the 4-hour. See, just in this area, just ranging. Nothing, nothing. And that's irritating, but that's the way the market is. So if you're a new trader, you're going to be frustrated. Even if you're an experienced trader, nobody likes this. Nobody likes when the market does this. But again, what can you do? Nothing. Okay, nothing. You just got to sit tight and be patient. Okay. Same thing here. You can see it again with the end pairs. See, it's just consolidating, just right there. So if you're ever going to be following us for our signals or our copycat service, and don't get anxious. Well, have anybody sent out more trades? Any more trades? No, we can't send any more because we got to wait for the other ones to close. And when the market is doing something like this, you cannot force the market to do more than what it's willing to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're a participant in the market. You don't control the market. You are a participant. In other words, you're just going along for the ride. Okay? So therefore, you pick your spot where you want to get in and you just go along for the ride. But if the market says, you know what, I ain't doing nothing today. All right, then okay. Okay. All right. NJ, same thing. Consolidation. I think it'll possibly retest and get a couple of more pips to the upside because JPY is weak. What? All week. All right. Here we go. NZD, USD, same thing. Consolidation. Just more of the same. U-Swiss, same thing. More of the same. See all this? Just clustering right here. Nothing. No motivation from the markets. Same thing. It did drop, come up, drop, and just bouncing around in this little small range here. UJ is doing the same thing. Been consolidating basically in the same range all week long. Right there. See? And I would not, me personally, I know what you're thinking. Ooh, look at that. That looks like a good reversal setup. I wouldn't do it because at the beginning of the week, I am only looking for trend trades. And this is against the JPY. And the JPY has been what? Weak for several weeks. Okay. All right. Let's look at the US 30, how it closed the end of the week. Now, this jumped off, had a nice move to the upside. S&P 500 did the same thing. Nice move. And you can see the slant pattern. This is what I was telling you guys about. That nice little slant and the pop up. Slant to the downside, pop up. Slant, pop up. Slant, pop up. So what may happen next? Create another slant and then pop up. See? Slant, pop up. Small slant, pop up. Consolidation, pop up. Slant, pop up. Slant, pop up. Okay? Same thing over and over and over again. See? Same thing. Look. Slant, pop up. 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 And it's creating a smaller slant. And you can see it happening all the way back here to the upside. Slant, pop up. 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 Over and over and over. Okay? But again, that's the NAS. The nasty NAS. And this is still gold. Now, gold drifted to the upside pretty nicely. Created a small slant and then bounced right back up to retest again. So, me personally, am I looking for a sell on this? I'm not. This thing can now, see, from the daily, it can continue up, actually. You can see it trending this way, so it could continue up. And again, at the beginning of the week, I'm not looking for reversal trades. It's very, very rare that I will ever look for reversal trades. Most of the trades that I will I have found to have not been successful were when I was trying to do reversal trades at the beginning of the week. Sunday, Monday, and mostly Tuesday. So at the beginning of the week, I'm only looking for Ocean Wave. And speaking of Ocean Wave, let's get there right now. Okay. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Ocean Wave. As you can see, now you'll see that with Ocean Wave, you would have won more trades than losses because when the market is consolidating or drifting, it will do this. However, even if you were in some of these trades, you wouldn't have lost, but your wins may not have been that big because the market is just doing what? Consolidating. Now, looking at AUD Swiss, if I had to choose whether to buy or sell from this point, seeing that they don't want to budge, then guess what? Since there was consolidation, it may just sit in a range. Okay, it may just sit, which is basically what it did here. It just sat. It didn't go anywhere. But at the beginning of the week, if I had to choose at this point, I would consider going to the upside. Now, of course, the market is closed right now, so weekend activity can take place and change this, but, you know, just showing you. See, same thing. Just same thing. Consolidated. Just consolidated. Okay? Oh, okay. Excuse me. Sorry, you guys. Now, me, I like to shrink my charts so that I don't see all this noise. I don't like the noise, so I will grab this here and shrink it so I can see the smoothness, okay? So far, I would just go to the upside. I would just, you know, I'll be taking a bunch of them to the upside, okay? Whatever I can find. This one is looking, it's like it can retest the downside, okay? Swiss, see? Just peaked, nothing. Boring. And look at this. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay? Nothing there. Okay? Hopefully we get some movement next week. And as I told you guys in another video, look at this, just nothing. I told you guys, when the market's consolidating, I get concerned. Because typically when it's consolidating, oh, this one looks nice. Oh, my God. Oh. If the market, yes, you can see, what did the market do all week long? Nothing. See? Absolutely nothing. It just sat flat, just like what I call it, the spongy bob square head. Okay, the spongy Spongy Bob Squarehead, look at that. Just flat consolidation. So that means if you were in this trade, you held this thing all week long and barely made anything. And that is what I'm trying to explain to new traders. This is going to happen. When it goes this way and goes sideways, you can get pissed, you can quit, you can spit, you can do whatever, you can roll on the floor like you got the exorcist in you, and it's still the market is just not going to move because, and here's what's concerning for me. What's concerning for me is the fact that the entire market seems to be in a consolidatory pattern. And if that's the case, typically when it does that, it's waiting for certain news events. So make sure that you check out my video tomorrow. So as I go over news events, and I'll cover more so you can see what I'm seeing. Okay. All right. And I'll explain more about this, but that's what I'm seeing. There's a problem here with the entire market. What's coming is concerning to me. What is coming? When you freeze the whole market, what's coming? Now, I could be wrong. Okay. And in my years of trading, that's what I've seen. Okay. But if I was to have to take a trade on Sunday, this one would definitely be one where I would take it and catch it for a little blip pip up to the upside. That would be a nice one. Okay. So that would be a nice one. So if you have the ocean wave system, I would have this one definitely on my radar. Definitely. See, definitely on my radar. Definitely. If it stays this way, again, it's the weekend, so anything could have happened over the weekend. But if the market was open and it was 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, like I teach you guys, and I'm looking for some trend trades, this would be on my radar 100%. Okay, all right. But you got to get the ocean wave system in order to see that stuff. Okay, nothing there. But you can see it was just the whole market was just drifting. Whatever direction it was in, it was just drifting. Not much. Not much. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. See, the same thing. The Swiss pairs are just that. Okay. G was ugly. This is Euro GBP. It was a little bit ugly, but, nothing there. Nothing much. Okay. Sideways. See, just slow. Look at that. Nothing. Okay. This one here, same thing like Euro GBP. So if I had to choose, this one will probably be on my radar. Same pattern, Spongy Bob Squarehead consolidation. Look like it can break out to the upside. And we got much, much more confirmation on this one. So either one of those to me would look really, really great. This is G Swiss, just drifting a bit. Okay. Don't GU look a whole lot better on the ocean wave than it does here on this one. See all that choppiness? See that choppiness? And I go here, and that's why I shrink my charts. People say, why do you do all that? Because I don't want to see this. So I just want to see the direction. So I tighten it up like a ball fade. Tighten up that haircut, get you a ball fade. And I smooth it out, and I can actually see the direction. That's why I love the ocean wave system, okay? When you're confused, switch to the ocean wave, and you can see the direction, all right? GJ, the dragon, it just looks small, drifting, slow. In Swiss, same thing, just drifting. And I was expecting it to hit a peak and top out, but it may continue at this point. We don't know, okay? This is one where I would not go the other way because here's what it looks like. And it could give you, those who have the ocean wave, and I said be careful, make sure to double check because it's not much meat left on the bone. All right, so from the ocean wave perspective, look at this. It looks pretty nice to the upside, but when you go over here to the 4 hour, look at what it's doing. It's looking like it can top out. Now, what can happen? It could possibly do a breakout from here and keep going up, but where's the problem? Problem is that there's conflicting messages because this one is in a cluster right here, which could be consolidatory. Okay, it could be one of those, what y'all call flag patterns or whatever, where it swings up and then does a drop. It can do that, which is what I was expecting. It just didn't make any movement on Friday. So, that's one of those where I would not look for a continuation with the trend with the ocean wave. I'm going to leave it alone, okay? I would leave it alone because it's just not enough left on the bone. It's right here, topping out, doing the same thing on the daily. So as you can see, it's too close to the top of the trend line, and every time it came close, what did it do? It dropped. Now, it can break out, like I said, depending on what happens with news, but this is one of those that even though I see a nice setup on the NZD Swiss to the upside, you may get a few pips out of it, but major pips, I don't know. I really don't know. So either way it goes, this is one I'll leave be. I'll let it sit. Just explain my perspective. Okay, here's the NZD CAD. Same thing, Spongy Bob Square Head. Just topping off. Same thing over and over and over again. So this one could also do the what? Pop up. And if you'll notice, the EuroCAD, the GCAD, and the NZD CAD are all showing the same thing. Potential upside potential. Okay. NJ, it's sitting up there tight and right. And I'll pull this down so you guys can see the screen. See? But you see why I pull it tight and right. I don't want to see all that jiggity jaggy stuff like GU. I can smooth it out, and at that point I can see where it's going. And you can see the JPY has been weak for several weeks, and as a result of that, you can see this is trending and it may continue up. How far? Didn't look like it had much left on it, but it could. Okay, pips are pips. Do what you want. All right, so this is NU, same thing, nothing much, just drifting up, and this is sideways. UCAD sideways, so just sideways. Looks like it's created a double bottom right here, which is interesting. And if that's the case, we have a potential to go to the upside. Look at that. So I see that it's in the downside, but see, here's why you do not. And this is a perfect example. If you're going to get the ocean wave, follow the rules. Don't just skip through and just do your own thing. Okay, follow the rules. And clearly this one is one of those where you absolutely would not be taking this trade for a sale, because this is showing disagreement, this consolidation. It's not an agreement. Let me show you what I mean. If I go here to NCAD, look at how many of these are in agreement. All these time frames are in agreement. If I go to GCAD, see all these time frames are in agreement. The moment I come to UCAD, look at that. No agreement. That means potential change of direction. And if that's the case, we're looking for a big bounce to the upside. And that could do a breakout to the upside. And that would be wonderful, because it's just been consolidating this whole time, doing pullback news events and stuff like that. But truth is, this thing has the potential to break out to the upside. And you can see that it's created a higher low. Here's a low. And here's a low, meaning when it drops down, that's a low point. Comes up, creates another drop down, which is another low point, but this low point is higher than this one. So what does that mean for newbies? Newbies, that means it's a potential uptrend. So this thing could do a breakout to the upside, which would be wonderful. Okay, all right. USD, JPY, it's just hanging out sideways, nothing there. U30, it did bounce up, see, and it came in. The ocean wave called it before it happened. Look at this, ocean wave, boom. This was there. Look at that. Smooth as butter. It told you exactly when to get in. Look at that. Look at that. It was above the red line. Most of those, boom, breakout to the upside. No surprise there. S&P 500, same thing. No surprise there. NASI, the nasty NAS, it did break out late. You could have got in on the 15 as well. Got in way earlier, as you can see. Look at this. Boom, boom, and there you go. All right. And let's look at gold finally, and that will be done. All right, with this one, as you can see, gold just drifted sideways, a little break to the upside, but look at how many agreements. This is what I was telling you guys. Look for the agreements if you have the ocean wave, and you'd be far better off, because this is telling you every time frame what it thinks of the direction of the trend. And the more of these that you have in agreement, the easier it is to take that trade with confidence that you're trading in the right direction. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, you guys, that's my Saturday video. Hope you got a lot out of this one. I know it was longer than normal, but hopefully a lot of good information was shared. Leave a comment below if you want to, or just send me an email and let me know what you think. But, you know, a lot of you guys said, hey, yeah, these Saturday videos are beneficial. So, okay, there you go.